Gaffer, was that a good workout for your side tonight?
Yeah, I think so. The principles are we've come away injury free, which is the first thing you look for. I thought we dominant in some spells and sloppy in others, but it's the boys' first competitive action, and we're only in the door a week, so we're really pleased.
You can see why Dembele is going to get people off their seats. Great goal.
Well, people raised an eyebrow when we signed him, but I said when he played against my team last season, my fullback never recovered. I think he's still never recovered since. He's got everything, but he's got to be sharp. He's got to get fitter. We've got to work on his final product more. But delighted with him. But I'm delighted with a lot of them. I think there was a lot of good performances and spells, and that's expected in the early part of the season. But we've come here and we're trying to build a lot of new players, and people can see we're still certain areas we're still 4 or 5 players, maybe 6 players short of where we need to be. But I know one thing, our chairman and Barry Fry are working really, really hard to make that happen for us.
Yeah, good experience for Conor O'Malley having the captain's armband, albeit in a pre-season game.
Well, we did both goalkeepers to be the captain. I've named who I'd like to be the captains, one of 3. And I said, well, if it's our first game and I pick one of them, they're going to think, there we go, that's it, it's already chosen. So we said, we'll give it to the goalkeepers. But, Conor gets a lot of recognition. He's been away with his country in the summer, and I know how highly Martin thinks of him because he spoke to me. So that was nice for him.
Matty Stevens, 2 goals in the second half. Probably could have had a hat-trick in the end, but good running and good finishes. Well,
we'll find out whether the kid's going to play a part going forward. What I know is he got brought in last summer and got thrown away with disdain, really. And all I said is, I don't know if Matty is going to be any good. I've never seen a lot of him, but I know how hard the kid worked over the summer to try and get himself in shape. I promised him I'd give him a chance in the summer, like I did everyone. And he's got a couple of goals. Was his movement as clever as it should be? No. But did he work really hard? Did he get 2 goals? Could have had 3, could have had 4. So he'll be pleased with his efforts. I think if he'd have played in the first 20 minutes, he might have got 4 in the first 20 minutes. So we're pleased with him.
And George Cooper, a great finish after a decent run as well.
Well, I just said to George, he's so up and down. You had 20 minutes of where is George Cooper, and he doesn't look like the George Cooper that I knew from Crewe, and then suddenly he produces some absolute magic. But Cooper's got everything. I just said to him, he has to work harder and smarter to get himself really fit that he can produce that on a consistent basis.
Yeah, pre-season games, you often find trialists popping up and down, and you had a couple involved today, and I guess that's just to make up the numbers with the 3 people missing. Yeah,
listen, everyone apart from Jermaine Anderson that we could have at the club is out there today. So, and obviously missing the lads that are imminent on leaving or possibly leaving. So, with the opportunity to look at a young man, it would probably be more of a youth team player than a first team player, but he get an opportunity, and we'd look at young Anton, but obviously he needs to get himself in condition to have a realistic chance. But if Jermaine had been just struggling with a little niggle, then Jermaine would have played in that role, so it would have just been the one trialist.
Yeah, good for the 4 under-18s. I know they didn't get any action tonight, but to travel along with the first team, see what it's all about.
Well, we said to each of them that we probably knew they weren't going to get any action, but they're here for a reason. They're here because they've been impressing the youth guys, and when we've had little sessions and watched little sessions in the last week, those 4 have done particularly well. So, and you've got young Sam Cartwright, who's 18. People forget that because he's probably got the body of a 28-year-old, but he's 18, and young Lewis Freestone, and they're learning all the time. So that was good as well.
I know as an avid England fan, you'll be delighted to know the game kicks off a bit earlier on Saturday, but I guess it's the same sort of principle in terms of the players that are going to be involved on Saturday.
Well, I think I watched the game last night, and Paul Rayner was running around my garden celebrating when England scored, and then he reminded me that when he first met me I had a pair of England shorts because there were 3 lines on it. So no, listen, I've always maintained since I've come down here that this country needs the England national team to do very well. Listen, Gareth Southgate is a good friend of mine, and we're all rooting from, I think every manager in the country is rooting for England to win on Saturday and take it forward into next week. This football league, and the Premier League is isolated, but the football league needs a very successful England. It needs to excite the people that come and support us and every other club in the EFL.
Yeah. What did you think to Stamford, Steve?
I thought they were decent. I think it's a privilege to come back. When I've come back here to watch games, I've always been treated with utmost respect with the people that sit at the top end and the people who follow them. So I've always brought teams here, and mostly to the old stadium, but. I think it's a great club for sure.
Brilliant. Thanks, mate.